Welcome, class of 2019, families and friends. I would now like to introduce Dr. Paddy Ardy, Assistant Director of Comprehensive Care Clinics and Assistant Clinical Professor, who will deliver the invocation. Please rise as you are able.
Thank you, Dr. Hengorski. Dean Wolf, faculty, family, friends, and graduates, I'm honored to deliver the invocation and open the 141st Penn Dental Medicine Commencement for the class of 2019. Welcome. We join together today to celebrate the beginning of the professional careers of these outstanding graduates. Invocations typically start with a request to bow one's head. Today, class of 2019, I'm asking you to lift your heads and take a moment to look at this grand historic room, at all who are here to support you and share in this extraordinary experience as you mark your passage from ambitious, hardworking students to confident professionals ready to take on the world. Take a good look and recognize how significant they've been in your quest for success and achievement. Each one has been an important part of shaping who you have become and who you will be. They have celebrated your many achievements and shared in your, hopefully, few disappointments. Give thanks for all those who are here today for you, as well as those who were unable to attend but may be joining us via live stream. Give thanks for the intellect, talents, and abilities with which you have been blessed that have brought you to this auspicious moment of accomplishment. Give thanks for Penn Dental Medicine, which has provided you with all the tools necessary for you to enter the profession ready to treat your patients with skill and empathy. Give thanks for the opportunities bestowed upon you which will have allowed you to achieve your goals. We, the faculty and staff, celebrate you and ask the following of all of you. First and foremost, we ask that you continue your educational journey throughout your lives in any path you choose. For those going into military service, we thank you and ask that you serve our country and all of humanity with integrity and honor. For those going on to pursue postgraduate study, as well as those who will remain in academia, we ask not only for you to cultivate the knowledge you will need in your chosen field, but also the wisdom to apply that knowledge appropriately. For those going directly into practice, we ask that you maintain a sense of what is right and good and appropriate in the often complex issues you will face. For all of the graduates, we ask that you do your best to make a significant contribution to the dental profession and improve the lives you personally touch. Finally, I would like to close on a lighter, yet inspirational note. Some time ago, I received a book from a good friend entitled Good Morning, Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda. I began reading passages from this book each morning in our PCU group huddle. Those passages became a daily invocation, if you will, words of encouragement to inspire everyone to do their best, strive to go the extra mile, and ask more of themselves. So today, I would like to share some of these words of encouragement with you, class of 2019, as you go forth into your professional lives. For your last huddle, a last invocation, I quote Mr. Miranda. Good morning. Allow for the possibility that the best of you is still inside you, waiting to emerge. Prepare the way bit by bit. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Iardi. Today we're continuing our tradition of live streaming today's commencement ceremony. So our warmest greetings to graduates, families, friends, alumni, faculty, staff members, and invited guests extends also to those loved ones around the globe who are unable to be with us today. I'm honored to welcome the class of 2019 to the distinguished family of Penn Dental Medicine alumni. Your class is truly special. You were the first one to complete the entire new curriculum. You have You have endured construction and temporary facilities, and yet you thrived, achieving outstanding results both in your academic accomplishments and national and clinical boards. 111 of you have enrolled in one of more 6 honors programs available to you. 11 of you have graduated with dual degrees, either in bioethics, masters in public health, education, and law. Your involvement in Philadelphia community-based activities in providing oral health care to the needy in such places as Puentes de Salud for Hispanic population, homeless health initiatives, Philadelphia Fight for HIV-positive and AIDS patients, United Community Clinics, HIAS Immigration Services, among many others, is inspirational and unparalleled. The diversity you have brought to our school is second to none. Many of you are first-generation Americans, and indeed you have arrived from over 20 different countries, representing all corners of the globe. In addition to English, you speak 49 languages and dialects. I didn't even know that so many existed, thereby creating our own Ellis Island on the Delaware. Moving forward, 94 of you will pursue additional training in specialty and GPRs, 12 will join the military, and 41 will begin private practice. Wherever the road will take you, I have no doubt, and I am sure that you will make us all proud. We wish you all the best of luck, long and happy personal professional life, and a well-deserved success. Thank you. It is my pleasure now to introduce the Morton Amsterdam Dean, our Dean, Dr. Mark Wolf.
Smile. A selfie. You're not smiling. My only guess is that a couple of you parents are getting kids back, and that's the grim faces, yeah. Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is a big day for all of us, my first graduating class, and that's wonderful. I need to thank all of the honored guests, the faculty, the staff, the family, the friends, the alumni who have come in, as well as the soon-to-be alumni who will leave us but never leave us, the candidates for the class of 2019. It's a personal pleasure to welcome you to this very special celebration. I would like to extend a special thanks to Captain Meehan, a 1992 graduate of Penn Dental Medicine. He's currently the Dean at the Naval Postgraduate Dental School. Dr. Meehan has traveled from Washington to help usher in a dozen members of the class of 19 in their new roles in the dental corps of the United States Navy, Army, and Air Force. Thank you, Dr. Meehan. All of the Penn-bound military graduates, we thank you for your future service and ask you to please be safe. As new Dean, this is a tremendous year of discovery for me. One of the first things that impressed me about the school, and indeed what motivated me to join you, was the outstanding character of the Penn Dental student. Your curiosity, your intellect, your passion to serve those in need are readily apparent to your faculty, your mentors, and especially to me. You are incredible. You have been educated by an eminent faculty dedicated to developing the science and clinical technologies, not only to teaching it. Oops, there we are. We're not only looking at the technologies of today, but we're looking for the technologies and the treatments of the future. Every dental school hopes to graduate dentists that are really good. That's a standard speech for every dental school dean. We actually expect much more of our graduates. Your family and friends actually think you came here to fix Mr. Cavity. I know that you're here to do much, much more than that. At Penn Dental, you've partnered with your faculty to help restore integrity, dignity, and pride in the patients we treat. You've helped restore function and maintain health, not just oral health. We make people smile. It's a big deal. But that's not where this ends. You are fated for greatness. You are fated to become the future dental leaders and educators, and still will be great leaders in the communities, whether it's in the PTAs, the coaching of teams, in the communities in which you practice and live. Together we work to create a culturally sensitive, evidence-based practitioner trained in the newest technologies and techniques. We are counting on you to do great things as the generations of Penn Dental Medicine graduates before you have. We count on you becoming the faculty, the department chairs, and the deans of the future. And, of course, exceptional practitioners throughout the world. Telling the Penn Dental Medicine story would not be complete without discussing our impact on the Philadelphia community. As students, you experience firsthand how quality oral health care can bring a smile to a child, make an elderly person feel young, recognize a veteran for their service to their country, and deliver care to someone with a physical or intellectual disability. Better oral health for so many in Philadelphia would have been unattainable without the care available at our schools, patient care centers, and community sites. So many of you have gone above and beyond the community's needs. I hope these real-world experiences inspire you to be lifelong committed to using your skills and your knowledge to balance some of the inequities that exist in the healthcare system. You are now charged as part of the solution. It's a privilege to greet the family and friends who have supported you every step of the way. I supported a dental student once. It took a lot. I do understand that. And you've done so much to help make these people outstanding graduates. As graduates, you join in a new support team system. Today, you join the elite ranks of over 10,000 Penn Dental Medicine alumni. I hope you will remember that you will always have the support of the alumni, encouragement and involvement of the Penn Dental extended family. Wherever the next step takes you, Penn Dental follows you. And that's important. These faculty want to be with you forever. Don't hesitate to reach out to them and be part of it. Just as you are proud graduates of the Penn Dental Medicine forever, your careers will bring pride and prestige to your alma mater. Stay involved with us. Share your achievements with us. Pay it forward to the next generation of dentists. When you put your patients first and maintain your insatiable desire to learn, there is no limit to what you will achieve. Please, we wish to welcome you to our profession, and now go out and make some smiles. Thank you. So it's a wonderful opportunity for me to welcome Dr. Anita Allen for the Vice Provost for Faculty at the University of Pennsylvania. Dr. Allen is a graduate of Harvard Law and the University of Michigan. She was the first African-American woman to serve as president of the American Philosophical Association and first to hold both a PhD in philosophy and law. In addition to her role as on President Gutman's leadership team, Dr. Allen is the Henry Silverman Professor of Law and Professor of Philosophy at Penn's Law School, where she is an eminent scholar in the area of privacy law. Anita, your counsel to me as a new dean has been invaluable, critical, and a big part of my becoming a great dean. Thank you for being with us today and offering the remarks to the class of 2019. Anita.
Thank you, Dean Wolf. Congratulations to you, to the distinguished faculty, to the graduates, the families, and the friends. You've all earned today's chorus of congratulations for all the accomplishments that you have made that our cap and gowns symbolize. Excellence in teaching, in research, in clinical care, in learning, and in love. Dean Wolf, thank you for your leadership. You're bringing a renewed spirit of professionalism and cooperation, fairness and equity to Penn Dental. Dean Wolf confronts challenges, great and small, and I look forward with excitement and hope to his future pragmatic leadership. Graduates, all I can say is that you are spectacular. You are resilient, resourceful, committed, and this is your day. And I especially want to congratulate the guy with the giant toothbrush. A sacred symbol of oral medicine. Congratulations to you especially, sir. Well, I'm honored by the brief time that I have been given this afternoon to address you. It's a little bit intimidating to speak with my orthodontist and my prosthodontist and my family medicine dentist all in the audience right here, judging whether I've been wearing my retainer, my night mouth guard, and brushing and flossing. I've been doing a pretty good job, guys, so please don't judge me. But I want to use this opportunity on a serious note to draw attention to the place where my professional interest in the law and philosophy of privacy and data protection intersect with dentistry. I think they converge at a very interesting space, which is the space where dignity and human appearance come together. Appearances matter. I'm astonished by all the emphasis today on teeth whitening and eyebrow shaping and all the false eyelashes and the explosion of makeup as a vital commodity and by all the tanning and chemical peels and fillers and rhinoplasty. There is a shallow and superficial aspect to these trends, but there's also something deeper and a little profound. There's nothing new in human culture about caring about how people look. Yet the scope of concern about appearances is broader than ever. And the reason has to do with something that Dean Wolf has already acknowledged. We are living in a digital age. In the digital age, information flows voluminously and rapidly. We're all on view all the time. Didn't I hear we're being live streamed right now? So people all over the world can see this face and these teeth. Because we're on view all the time, we're being judged all the time. We're being judged on Skype, we're being judged in person, we're being judged in photographs, on Instagram, on Facebook. Our reputations, our access to jobs, even our friendships are contingent upon our appearances, like it or not. Our self-confidence, our self-respect, and our very identities are tied up in our facial as well as our bodily appearances. So how does the profession of dentistry help? It helps to address oral diseases and abnormalities caused by nurture and those also caused by nature. I want to share two quick reflections about my own family that go to the importance of dentistry for the problems caused by nature and by nurture, starting with nurture. So my mother, her name was Carrie May, my mother spent a year without teeth. It was the year I went to college. She was only 39 years old. Pretty face, no teeth. Carrie May had no teeth because those that had not rotted and fallen out had to be pulled out. Tobacco stained, decayed, gold studded at some point in the 1950s when she had a little money. They all came out. During her toothless year, my mother could not much enjoy the great food that she cooked, and she was very often embarrassed. Even in the privacy of our own home, she took to holding her hand over her mouth. And so, because she didn't want even her own family to see her bare gums. She was active in the PTA, the church, where everyone had teeth. She belonged to a women's club, the kind that hosts tea parties and does charity events. The other members had teeth. Her husband had teeth. Her 6 children, including me, had teeth. She had no teeth because she grew up in poverty in the Deep South in Atlanta, Georgia. Not the shiny Atlanta of today, but rather the Atlanta of the 1930s and 40s that had dirt roads and Jim Crow and outhouses. She was raised by her grandparents, George and Clemmy, who were uneducated country people born in the 1880s into a community of formerly enslaved farm workers. These ancestors had no knowledge of oral hygiene and no access to dental care whatsoever. So although in the 1970s our family had entered the middle class, my mother's teeth were a reflection of her origins: enslaved peoples, little formal education, little access to dentists or doctors. Now, many people in my own generation suffered from poor dental health. My cousin Kenneth Allen, for example, exactly my age, he was not brought up in Atlanta either with oral hygiene and dental care as priorities. And in 2003, Kenneth died of sepsis related to an abscess that formed under a severely decayed tooth that he'd had removed the day before. Shocking. Now, some people have dental problems that are not related to nurture, not related to their socioeconomic problems, but rather to nature. My husband, and he told me I'm allowed to tell this story. It's a good one. My husband is a good example of how nature can make hard work for dentistry. So at first, he seemed to have perfectly normal teeth. His baby teeth came in, and they started to loosen on schedule. But then something monstrous happened. His new front teeth came in, and they were a molar and a canine, right in front, a molar and a canine, a misplaced odd couple. His dentist and his parents decided that these freakish teeth had to be removed, and he had to have fake teeth, false teeth, put in their place. But then some x-rays were performed, and it turned out that little Paul had a third set of teeth high up in his gums. So the doctor decided that he would remove the freakish teeth, cut the gums, and let the appropriate teeth descend. All right, but wait, still all was not well. The third set of teeth came in, and they came in at an odd angle, almost perpendicular to his gum line. So my poor husband began a long, 10-year journey with an elaborate set of metal braces. And I can only imagine how the other little boys must have ridiculed and teased him. Now comes the happy ending. When I met him our freshman year of college, his front teeth looked fine, and he was, to me, beautiful. And with her new dentures, my mother looked beautiful too. And her confidence was restored just in time for my college and law school graduations. So, as was mentioned, I am a scholar of the right to privacy. And in the earliest days of that right, there was a great deal of emphasis on the right to keep our faces, normal or not normal, out of public view. In fact, the very first successful right to privacy claim was brought in 1906 in Georgia by an especially healthy man whose photograph was used without his consent in a newspaper advertisement for insurance. The state Supreme Court judge who wrote the opinion for the court, his name was Andrew Jackson Cobb, and he compared invasions of privacy to being made slave to a merciless master. Slave to a merciless master. Today, strangers can use our photographs without our permission. They are using us when they do so. They are, in fact, running our lives in a way. They interfere with our freedom. They risk misleading the general public, as well as embarrassing us and humiliating us and shaming us. Still today, we have a privacy right not to have our pictures used for commercial purposes, but we have lost control of our faces. And with that loss, we've also lost some of the dignity and the call for respect that our individual autonomy demands. The ubiquitous smartphone camera, social media, closed-circuit TV, cameras on the street, in workplaces, in retail shops, and now facial recognition technology being used by law enforcement. In this world, we are nearly always on view, and how we look matters. We are said to live in a surveillance society, or what the philosopher Jeremy Bentham called the panopticon. The 21st century could very well, with some justification, be dubbed the century of image and imaging. In such an era, cosmetologists, not cosmologists, cosmetologists, plastic surgeons, dermatologists, and dentists and oral surgeons have very high special value. In an image-conscious and imaging-conscious society, dental medicine takes on the greatest importance. For the sake of equity, dentistry must be accessible to all, men and women, children and the elderly, all ethnicities, rich and poor, able-bodied and less able-bodied, differently abled and differently bodied. So graduates, some people will need you to correct the serious cosmetic problems and health problems that are due to their being poor and living in underserved conditions. Others will be well off and educated and need you as well to correct those cruel problems that nature sometimes creates for us. And graduates, I might add, because I am a lawyer and I have taught torts, that a few of you will be needed to correct the mistakes and the malpractice of your colleagues in your own profession. As a scholar of the right to privacy and data protection, I'm very concerned about how information and images created in dentistry and oral medicine in the 21st century are protected from unwanted and unauthorized disclosure and analytics. Confidentiality of health information has been a tenet of the Western health profession since the era of Hippocrates. Lessons about confidentiality are part of the standard professional training of clinicians and biomedical researchers. Without trust in the patient-clinician relationship, the effectiveness of patient care deteriorates, as patients are not willing to reveal information important for treatment and diagnosis and may even refuse to seek medical treatment for conditions that are important due to concerns. Finally, I'd like to say that Penn Dental is fortunately quite committed to digital innovation. Your school, our school, intends to establish Penn Dental Medicine as a leader in integrating new digital technologies in education, research, the clinics, and dental laboratories by securing state-of-the-art equipment, implementing new efficient workflows, and creating a digital footprint for every single patient. With digital innovation must come digital ethics. Last year, the European Union sparked a worldwide conversation about digital ethics with human dignity at the core. I know that as Penn Dental pushes the digital revolution, it will do so with utmost respect for our privacy laws, but also for the moral values of respect for human dignity so aligned with the special relationship each person has to his or her dental health and appearances. So graduates, today you're putting smiles on the faces of your loved ones, your classmates and your teachers. Best wishes for happy and useful careers in which you will put smiles on the faces of countless other people, faces which are increasingly identified in our century of images and imaging. Thank you.
On behalf of the School of Dental Medicine, the graduates, I'd love for you to have a small token.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you.
I would now like to introduce our speaker, Mr. Anthony Welters. Mr. Welters is a distinguished healthcare executive and business leader. He is currently the executive chairman of the Black Ivy Group, an organization that is nurturing commercial enterprises in sub-Saharan Africa. Black Ivy is building entrepreneurship and improving lives in the region through better healthcare delivery, housing, and job creation. Previously, as senior advisor to the CEO of United Health Group, Mr. Welters helped the organization meet the needs of over 100 million customers worldwide. Mr. Welters has served on the boards of some of the nation's top universities and businesses, but he remains in a special place and he maintains a special place in his heart for the city of Philadelphia. 30 years ago, Mr. Welters launched one of the country's first HMOs here under the name Health Management Associates, HMA. He improved access to health care for some of the most vulnerable of our neighbors, and for this we remain incredibly grateful. Tony, I am delighted to welcome you to the podium to share your wisdom with the class of 2019 as they take their first steps as Penn Dental Medicine graduates.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dean Wolf. I think about graduations as part of a journey, an important step, but just a step along a journey. And I also think about the parents, the siblings, the wives, the spouses, the significant others that have participated in this portion of the journey. To the graduates, I ask you to just take a moment to thank those that made this opportunity available to you. So a little bit of applause for those who've made it possible. You might ask why a non-practicing lawyer is speaking to you at a dental school graduation. I asked myself the same question when Dr. Wolf, Dean Wolf, reached out to me. And he said, well, I would like you to just talk about your journey. Well, my business journey had its foundation here in Philadelphia. It allowed me to address an issue that was near and dear to me. I grew up on public assistance in New York City. And during those years, access to care was a challenge. And being on public assistance, there were certain kinds of physicians that would visit you as a part of their routine. My mother was an asthmatic. As a matter of fact, I come from a family of asthmatics. And one day at 8 years old, I get a call to come to the principal's office. Principal said to me, your mother's passed away. Because the physician, we discovered subsequently, didn't realize my mother was allergic to penicillin. And so she died instantly, leaving 5 children and a distraught husband. Throughout my life, I said, if I could make a difference so that would never happen again, I would. And AmeriChoice, the city of Philadelphia, provided me with that opportunity. An opportunity to provide care to underserved and within underserved communities. But more importantly, an opportunity to demonstrate a holistic approach to health care. It's what's required in every setting. I think about you as graduates focused on your career, excited about the prospects of the future. And indeed, I share that optimism with you. But I also want to remind you, we are responsible for protecting our society. We're responsible for protecting our citizenry. Not at the end of a career, not after you've achieved extraordinary success, it's every day of the week. There's been a great debate as to when do you begin to give back? Do you focus on your career? And once your career takes off, then there's an opportunity for you to do some extraordinary things. I caution you, there are no guarantees in society. The same way at 8 years old I was left without a mother, there are no guarantees. But I do know this, each and every one of you can make a difference in the life of just one person every day of the week. And I know this, if you do that, you become a game changer. Because what you don't realize is when you impact on the individual, you impact on the family. And when you impact on the family, you impact on the community. And we need impact players more than we need people who are just great subject matter experts. Because our challenges as a society are real. And none of us are immune from those challenges. Working in underserved communities has been a privilege for me because you begin to understand the importance of life. When I think about dentists, I think about people who can impact in a way that few can. For those that deal in pediatrics, you have the opportunity to shape the outward looking of a young child, raising expectations. Many of you will have an opportunity to identify cancer early on. You'll be able to do great things when it comes to fighting diabetes. You'll be able to identify malnutrition before anyone else. But more importantly, you'll be able to set a standard for your community. And in setting that standard for your community, what you do is to raise the expectations of everyone around you. You're all extraordinary performers. That's obvious. The real question is, can you be extraordinary individuals? And in that regard, a couple of stats. But for the generosity and support of people who are not in this room, your education would not be possible. Your tuition would never, ever fund your education. It's important for people to remember that, because it means that someone else made an investment in you before you made an investment in yourself. The other thing to remember is this: but for this faculty, you wouldn't be sitting here today. And I hope you honor and respect that. In a time when people spend a lot of focus on themselves, it's incumbent upon those world leaders, and I consider you among them, to spend a lot of time focused on others. And when you do that, what you'll discover is the real fulfillment of success. I worked for a distinguished individual, and at the end of his life, he had Lou Gehrig's disease. And I would visit him on a respirator in a wheelchair. And he said to me, "You know, Tony, at the end of life," as he was thinking about it, people don't talk about their accomplishments. They don't talk about things. They talk about people, family, and good friends. And he said, "I want you to remember that throughout your life, because I want you to have a wholesome life." That individual who provided me with the greatest of opportunities was the senior senator from New York, Senator Jacob Javits. And that has stuck with me throughout my life. So to the graduates, I ask you to live your values, not talk about them. You can improve the quality of life across the globe. The real question is, will you choose to do that? I'm an entrepreneur and an optimist, so I believe the vast majority of you will be among the game changers that 2-3 decades from now, others will admire. Best of luck to the class of 2019.
On behalf of the, Tony, on behalf of the members of the School of Dental Medicine, the graduates, I want to thank you for a wonderful presentation to us, and take this as a small token. Thank you.
And now it is my pleasure to introduce the most enthusiastic, charming individual whose smile we enjoyed for the past 4 years, and whose letter to friends popped into my mailbox every Sunday night. One and only Bradley Savoy, class president.
Excuse me. A long, long time ago, I can still remember when I wasn't $480,000 in debt. I was inspired by our D1 class music video and could not help myself. Friends! You guys look exhausted. I mean, come on, it was only dental school. It's not like we were in med school. In 4 years, all we needed to do was study 32 teeth. That's 1.5 months per tooth. And just to think, after all that, we're not even gonna be real doctors. My bubby is going to love that line. Friends, for the first time since we were in kindergarten, take a deep breath and relax. Look around. Look to your right and to your left and see the classmates we have made this torture journey with. Look on stage and see the administrators, faculty, and staff who have helped to train, educate, support, and encourage us. Look behind you and to your right at the friends and family who have sacrificed so much for us. Look up and feel the presence of those who could not physically be with us on this day, but whose love we know will continue to shape our lives in the years ahead. And look down into the depths of hell at the creators of our dental licensing exam. I was proud of that one. Think about where we are right now and about that life-changing moment when you realized you wanted to be a dentist. Your first dental appointment as a kid for some. For others, when you got your braces off and realized the impact you can have in giving somebody a smile. Or was it the first time you went to your dentist and shadowed him or her, witnessing relieving a patient's 10 out of 10 throbbing, percussion, and palpation positive tooth pain? What's your diagnosis, Doc? Dr. Berardi, we'll miss you. Or for our future oral surgeons, the first time you saw tears of horror roll down a patient's bare and innocent cheeks from the pain of getting their teeth viciously ripped from their mouths. Regardless of what that moment was for you, it has all led us to today, the day we become dentists. However, this 21-year academic whirlwind and our graduation are not just about today. It's about tomorrow, the next 5 years, the next 55 years. It's about the thousands of patients we will treat, the stories we will hear, the people we will befriend, the communities we will impact, the lives we will save, the epidemics we will cure. Am I getting a little carried away? Maybe, but maybe not. Think about it. The power we have as dental healthcare providers to literally create a smile, to instill the confidence to engage with and contribute to society, to diagnose oral cancers, to treat and maintain oral and periodontal disease, to educate and treat the underserved community, to commit ourselves to making an impact. That commitment we made in that moment that each of us knew we wanted to be a dentist. In our 4 years, we have experienced and accomplished so much together. We have survived the 124 exams, 58 quizzes, 10 practicals, 2 board exams, 1 dental licensing exam, and roughly 1,372 core surveys. I know you stopped filling those out. Somehow, we made it through what some might say were the longest, most hardcore, grueling, stress-invoking, insufferable, sad, and lonely years of our lives. Just me? We have been groundbreakers for so much at Penn Dental. Even before the faculty were informed, we were the first people to find out that there would be a new curriculum. The first to experience the flawless implementation of that curriculum. The first to make it through the slew of new curriculum courses, appropriately named OMC, DAU, FS, BS, FML. The last class to know the dungeon, the first people to find out about the GRD lab closure, the last class to know the luxuries and dangers that come with fire. The first class to reap the benefit of that core body workout, having to carry our clinic equipment throughout the school and search for an open clinic chair during the times of the main clinic construction project. The first to truly benefit from the beautifully renovated Shatner and Shills clinics. And through all these trials and tribulations, we as a class have learned so much about the perseverance, strength, resilience, and confidence we each ultimately proved we possess. If there's one thing I've learned in this process, it's that dental school and dentistry are full of struggles and overcoming self-doubt. When it seemed that you had it all figured out, when it seemed that that 2.28 by 3.24 millimeter preparation you made on those plastic teeth back in first year were always a little rougher than your friend sitting next to you, when you felt like an idiot in cadaver lab for mistaking the cecum for the bladder, true story. When you freaked out thinking you pulped out when prepping your first restoration in clinic, only to be congratulated by your faculty for just making it 0.5 millimeters into the enamel. When you struggled to find patients for our licensing exam and felt that all of your hard work would be for nothing. Those moments of despair and doubt, the uncertainty and frustrations, those were the moments of darkness where we grew, improved, and learned the most. Regardless of the dental and non-dental challenges that are sure to confront us in the real world, know that you have the strength to overcome them. Though our years here have not been easy ones, we truly have so much to be grateful for. Dean Wolf, we are grateful to you for ensuring that our class is not the only guinea pig class at Penn Dental. And to our professors and faculty, for the patient financial services staff and security guards, for the coordinators and dispensing window friends, for the cleaning staff, and for all those who helped to make our lives at Penn a little bit smoother, thank you. Thank you for putting up with our insecurities and neurosis. Thank you for the challenges you encouraged us to tackle, for sharing your passion with us, for the swipes and quadruple co-treats you let us do. Just kidding. For helping to make our dreams a reality. You have all led by example and teaching us what it takes to be amazing dentists. And for reminding us that we are not treating teeth. We are treating people, and that no matter what, our patients must always come first. And to our families and friends who have been with us since day one, I'd like to take this time to share with you one of the biggest lessons I have learned from dental school. Do not, ever, under any circumstance, cancel your dental appointments. It's extremely frustrating to have to change around our schedule, so I'm just throwing it out there now. And families, I would also like to take this time to apologize. We are sorry. Sorry for the lapses of communication, for all the phone calls when we did not once ask how you were doing, but instead spent the next 45 minutes venting to you about Dr. Alawi and his new curriculum, about how it is literally impossible for us to go to 8 hours of lecture a day, then study those 8 hours of material, complete our lab assignments, eat 3 meals a day, work out, and sleep, and how as a result of our inability to enjoy the sunlight, our vitamin D levels are severely deficient, and how we learned in class that that can really impair our health, which is now preventing us from sleeping the 2 hours that we have allocated ourselves due to our constant worrying about our deteriorating health status. Where was I? I'm sorry. Oh, yes. We are sorry. We are sorry for the anniversaries we forgot and the birthdays we could not celebrate. We were extremely busy learning how to socialize with our classmates and future colleagues in pediatrics, how to perfect our saliva suctioning techniques in periodontics. And in ortho, well, I guess it doesn't really matter what we learned in ortho now that CVS will be treating the world with Smile Direct. Words cannot describe how fortunate we are to have each and every one of you in our lives. You have never stopped supporting us, loving us, picking us up when we were down, and celebrating us when we were up. Without you, we would never be where we are in this moment. You have given us so much throughout our lives, and we cannot wait to give you 10% off your next cleaning as repayment. And lastly, to the most amazing, inspiring, intelligent, hardworking, good-looking, and pre-molar obsessed graduates that Penn Dental Medicine has ever produced. Don't forget your first loan payment is due June 1st. It has been a true honor to serve as your personal class president, for the past 4 years. I want to take a moment to recognize our amazing class council and executive student council representatives, soon-to-be doctors Jennifer Coy, Benjamin Trong, Dre Smith, Alec Robin, Timmery Yao, Hallie Klein, Nicole Massetti, Alicia Rothenberg, Annie Zhao, Arjun Kumar, Kelly Chuang, Sarah Yang, Justin Escobar, Benjamin Huang, Muhammad Abdulatif, and Amir Cuba. Four years ago, we said that the only way we as a class would make it through dental school is if we were there looking out for and supporting one another along the way. And throughout these years, but especially during the stressful times of our licensing exam and graduation ticket allocation process, we have seen how much we can collectively accomplish when we are truly collaborating with and helping each other to succeed. I'm so grateful to know that regardless of where our lives and careers take us, we will always have Penn Dental to unite us. So, as we look forward to the unknown, at life after Penn Dental, never forget the people who have influenced us, the big and small lessons we have learned in our time together, about the mentorships we have cherished, the friendships we have developed, the experiences we have shared, and the perspective we have gained. Today not only marks the end of our Complio struggles, it marks a new beginning to pursue our careers in dentistry. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all a very well-deserved congratulations. Keep living the dream. And here's to hoping the years ahead are as stress and drama-free as these past 4 years have been. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lasapa. I'm glad you haven't lost your touch. And now we're going to start distributing the diplomas. Just some couple of instructions. The assisting Dean Wolf will be Dr. Faizan Alawi, Associate Professor of Pathology and Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Also a couple of announcements. The photographer will take a photograph of each recipient with the Dean as they cross the stage. These photographs will be forwarded to you by class email, so if you don't get the photograph in time, you have one assured. Also, the ceremony, as we mentioned before, is being live streamed worldwide to friends and relatives. For those eligible, diploma will be available for pickup in the Office of Student Life during today's reception. Okay. All right, we're starting with Dr. Mohammed Abdulatif. Dr. Agasta Akwa. Dr. Tirmala Agarwal. Dr. Michael Adut. Dr. Olana Agbud. Dr. Aaron Akavan. Dr. Dania Al-Fathi. Dr. Marlise Cabrera. Dr. Mais Al-Safal. Dr. Javier Ambriz. Dr. Adrian Charles Ariola. Dr. Madhumita Arumugan. Dr. Gina Askander.
Hey, we did it!
Dr. Amin Assam. Dr. Tejasi Avasare. Dr. Niklas Avianto.
Come on, Nicholas, we'll get the picture.
Dr. Giovanni Balderas. Dr. Tatiana Bass. Dr. Chandani Basal Acharya.
All right, come on down.
Dr. Jonathan Benson, who also got Masters in Law. Dr. Shreya Rajiv Bamburay. Dr. Anjali Danish Bhatia. Dr. Alexia Lauren Blackhurst, who also has received Masters of Bioethics. Dr. Shira Fania Bhatt. Dr. Helen Tsai. Dr. Brian Carr. Dr. Jennifer Ashley Coy, who is also Master's in Law. Dr. Jackie Chang. Dr. Justine Cho. Dr. Hannah Cho. Dr. Jerry Choi. Dr. Margaret N.G. Choi. Dr. Kelly Trang. Dr. Lisenia Marie Colaza, who also received Masters of Public Health. Dr. Edward John Brody Cruz. Dr. Casey DePaul. Dr. Lisbeth Diaz Linares. Dr. Gabriela Dobkin. Dr. Dasha Donato. Dr. Sabrina Mara Dorfman. Dr. Margaret Duzik. Dr. Fadi Georges Ayuth, who also received Masters of Science in Higher Education. Dr. Taylor Eliades. Dr. Rania El Madoun. Dr. Justin Escobar, who also received Masters of Public Health. Dr. Jasmine Faldou. Dr. Nada Farak. Dr. Sharif Adel Zaki Gadalla. Dr. Hannah Goldberg. Dr. Azadeh Goshayeshi. Congratulations. Dr. Biana Gotlibowski. Dr. Eliza Gall. Dr. Catherine Graham. Dr. Adam Mark Groyer. Dr. Amir Najak Hadi Hadi. Dr. Jude Dang Han Han. Dr. Ilvain Hechavarria Sanchez. Dr. Jennifer Kristen Hens. Dr. Maria Vyacheslevovna Hidalgo. Dr. Bashar Hinawi. Dr. Thomas Huntley Lohr. Dr. Benjamin Huang. Dr. Jin W. Huang. Dr. Sardora Ismailova. Dr. Lansara Jaruthin. Dr. Joni Eve Miriam Jean. Dr. Adam Lee Kaminsky. Dr. Samuel Kang. Dr. Magali Coronado Catron. Thank you. Dr. Mustajab Khalil. Dr. E. Kyon Kim. Dr. Justin Kirkwood. Dr. Holly Klein. Dr. Jang Min Ko. Dr. Anna Kodra. Dr. Sabina Korman. Dr. Rupali Kulkarni, who received Masters of Public Health. Dr. Arjun Kumar. Dr. Hatanas Kumchai. Dr. Austin James Labie. Thank you. Dr. Christopher Lai. Dr. Courtney Ingino Lamondin.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. Dr. Brian Lee. Dr. Hyun Ji Lee. Dr. Eugene Patrick Lee. Dr. Brett Lasavoy. Thank you. Dr. Ang Lee. Dr. David Lieberman. Dr. Matthew Jonah Librak. Dr. Shimu Liu. Dr. Yvette Laura. Dr. Tiffany Lu. Dr. Yanjing Ma. Dr. Edward Mao. Dr. Kathleen Chloe Mascardo. Dr. Nicole Ariel Massetti. Dr. Mina Matlub. Dr. Yasmin Matar. Dr. David Mazur. Dr. Megan McDonald. Dr. Nima Misagian and the new addition. Okay. Dr. Muhammad Mehdi Musavian, who also received Masters in Law. Dr. Michael Burr Mulaney. Dr. Cindy Mungia. Dr. Lindsay Nemzik. Dr. Erin Page Norris. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Naomi Orbach. Dr. Mohammed Bisher Osman. Okay. Dr. Nina Panvelker. Dr. Krishna Patel. Dr. Priyanka Ami Patel. Dr. Pooja Satish Patel also received Masters of Bioethics. Dr. Anna Pieta. Dr. Naveen Peshawar. Dr. Jesse Erin Price. Dr. Jacqueline Lee Rabadi. Dr. Alec Robin. Dr. Alicia Marie Rothenberg. Dr. Marisa Rugino. Dr. Leora Sanyov. Dr. Jerry Schwartz. Dr. Alexa Schweitzer. Congratulations. Dr. Andrew Schweizer. Dr. Julia Siegel. Dr. Anshuman Sethi. Dr. Danya Shabi. Thank you. Dr. Daval Shah. Dr. Catherine C. Dr. Andre Smith. Dr. Mona Sabani. Dr. A.B. Siverson. Congratulations. Dr. Stanley Thomas. Dr. Divya Trikanath. Dr. Benjamin Trong. Congratulations. Dr. Brent Voloshin. Dr. Marianne Vasquez, who received Masters of Bioethics. Dr. Cassie Velasquez. Dr. Ryan Carter Wainwright. Dr. Lucas Eiko Winkelmann. Dr. Sarah Yang. Dr. Edward Yao. Dr. Nikita Yeram. Dr. Hannah Yun. Dr. Timari, you received Masters of Public Health in addition to DMD. Dr. Alexandra Zega. Dr. Annie Zhao. Round of applause for the DMD class of 2019. Okay. The names of the students receiving their Master's of Science in Oral Biology and Doctor of Science in Dentistry will be read by Dr. Bekir Karabuchek, Associate Professor of Endodontics, Chair of the Endodontics Department, and Director of Graduate Education.
So, a wise man once said, graduates, this is your last chance to ask more money from your parents. So, use it wisely. So, it's my honor to present our postdoctoral students receiving their degrees today. It's a Master of Science in Oral Biology, Dr. Kensuke Matsumoto. And for Doctor of Science in Dentistry, Dr. Sultan Al-Ghathi. Dr. Ibrahim Al-Kanfari. Dr. Helen Teixeira. Dr. Do Yo Yu. Congratulations.
Okay, I'd like to make an announcement of students who receive various honors, so please hold your applause to the end. I'd like the members of Matthew Cryer stand up. Please, members of OKU, please stand up. And recognition of all the people who received special awards. It's listed in your program. Please stand up. Thank you. Congratulations to all. The last item on our commencement exercise will be to invite our Assistant Dean for Admission, Dr. Olivia Sheridan, who will be reading the Dental Medicine Professional Pledge.
I'd like the class of 2019, the great class of 2019, to please stand for your pledge. I'd also like to invite members of the faculty to please stand if they like to re-honor their pledge. Members of the audience who are members of our profession who would like to re-honor their pledge, please stand also. You have the pledge in your folder on the inside cover. Please repeat after I've read it. As I enter the dental medicine profession, I vow to keep this pledge and these stipulations. I understand that my primary responsibility is to my patients. To the best of my ability, I will embrace the highest standards of oral health care and treat all individuals under my care with respect and honesty. Their total health and well-being shall be my primary concern. I accept the responsibility to maintain my competence through the continued pursuit of new knowledge and skills in the practice of dentistry. I will conduct myself with integrity, treat my colleagues with respect, and wherever possible, work to advance the oral health of society. I shall faithfully observe the principles of ethics and codes of professionalism encountered during my dental training and beyond. All this I pledge with pride in Penn Dental Medicine's heritage and my commitment to the profession and the public we serve. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Sheridan. This concludes our ceremony. I'm asking that the audience remain seated and wait until the faculty and students have left the auditorium. We invite you all to attend the reception at the dental schools. Those of you who have received the diplomas, please, you can pick them up at the Office of Student Life. Congratulations.